right now on Fox 5 News at 10.
All right, the NYPD taking unprecedented security measures to make sure the polling places are safe tomorrow.
Yeah, with both candidates having election headquarters right here in Manhattan, well, you can expect road closures and lots of lockdowns all across the city. Jennifer Larmer's on the west side with security plans for tomorrow and tonight, really. Jennifer, thank you.
Hi, Steve and Derek. Yeah, you're looking at it right now. I mean, the barricades are up, and things will be looking a lot like this tomorrow. You can see we are right on 11th Avenue and 40th Street, and the only traffic that's getting by right now is traffic toward the Lincoln Tunnel, and no traffic is going southbound. You'll see a lot of blocks tomorrow, a lot of roadblocks, partial roadblocks in preparation for this election. You know, we're right near the Jacob Javits Center where, of course, Hillary Clinton will be holding her election rally tomorrow evening. And at the Hilton Hotel on 55th Street, that's where Donald Trump will be. You know, you'll see a lot of security there. This level of security is unprecedented in New York City for any election day. Thank you. As Americans head to the polls tomorrow, it's been said the eyes of the world will be on New York City. For the first time in 70 years, both presidential candidates will watch the results come in the Big Apple, just 2 miles away from each other. And that means security will be the tightest it's ever been on Election Day.
This is by far the largest election detail that the NYPD has ever had. It's more than double our previous high, and it's comparable to the detail size we have here on New Year's Eve.
Amid terror threats and reports of voter intimidation leading up to the big day, the NYPD will post 5,000 cops across the city. Voters will see bomb-sniffing dogs at poll sites, as well as heavily armed counterterrorism officers on the streets and on the subways. They'll also work with the FBI to closely monitor cyber threats.
I think the things that people are going to look for is potential mass targets, like what we saw with the other denial of service attack a week ago. It's people looking for things in terms of mass, or if you see, you know, basically loss of service on various websites, that could be something that's interesting that could happen.
That so-called denial of service problem happened again today with Twitter outages this morning for users in the U.S. and Japan after WikiLeaks reported being the victim of a cyber attack. But we're 24 hours away now from the end of what many can agree has been one of the most explosive presidential campaign years in recent history. And with New York City at the center of it all, Mayor de Blasio hopes a peaceful election day can set the tone for what's to come.
Tomorrow takes on a very special significance. It's been a tough election year. We all know this. It's been, in many ways, a challenging and painful year. It's strained our democracy, but tomorrow is the day when we get to make it right, when the democratic process comes alive and the people choose. It is our sacred obligation to protect that process, to make sure that democracy unfolds as it is meant to be.
We mentioned earlier about those roadblocks. There on your screen, you should see a list of roadblocks. Most of them were happening in Midtown, but back here on the west side, you know, going back to those terror threats that al-Qaeda, ISIS made against 3 states, including right here in New York. Today at that same news conference, the counterterrorism commissioner mentioned that those threats, he said they were not credible, and it's essentially MO for al-Qaeda or ISIS to be making those threats ahead of a major event like the one we're about to see tomorrow. Guys, back over to you.